3 steps to help you add on 5 pounds of muscle in just 4 months. Now, there are 3 simple to follow steps that can go about what is the best way to go about building muscle more effectively, what is the best way to go about minimizing mistakes, cutting out any errors. So we're gonna jump straight into the video, right? So for the first thing is using MyFitnessPal, and it's a simple, basic app that allows you to track your macros, allows you to track everything you consume in a day, so it makes it more easy for you to log down everything so you can visibly see what you're eating, how much you're eating, and how to get into a surplus, which we'll later cover into the video. But the app itself is an easy to follow structure that tells you how much you need to eat towards getting to maintenance, then towards a surplus. And this is important to know simply because it's an app that allows you to learn how much you need to visibly eat to trigger a surplus, so you can intake more calories, so your body can use those calories, turn it into muscle through how much you eat and through strength training. And through that altogether is what allows your body to bulk up, build the muscle, and hold that muscle extensively so you can see the change you want to see in your own physique. So if you're skinny, if you're looking to build muscle, and you're struggling to find a way to go about doing so, that's going to be the first way to go about doing so. Because calling it crazy is going through your day in any day-to-day life and looking and thinking really that you can just build muscle, you can just eat whatever, and you're going to naturally build muscle. You can eat whatever, you can go to the gym and do everything you want to possibly do, and it's going to be more easy for you to just build the muscle. It's cool to not even track it, right? And that's what I thought at first. I thought it wasn't really necessary to even go about tracking foods in general. I mean, why would I want to go about doing it? And to an extent, I did build on that muscle without actually tracking what I was eating, but I was given upon the fact that I knew how much I was eating at first, so I was able to do it consistently over time. And over time, the most important part of my physique that actually grew was my back and chest. And the same can be done for you if you track everything down at first. Maybe you won't have to do it every single day, but doing it every single day will give you literal pragmatic ways. It will give you easy ways actually to just track everything to a T, so you can build muscle in time. And that's how you can build a muscle in time. At least 5 pounds, right? Because it's easy to build muscle, but the hardest thing is to stick to a plan and stick towards doing it every single day. That's the most hardest thing that I've learned on my fitness journey, was being consistent to the small, simple things that really make the world of a difference. If you don't have MyFitnessPal yet, download it, get familiar with it. It's a great way to go about tracking everything in your life so you can maximize the results the best way possible. The second thing is getting into a calorie surplus. And this is the most important thing, because if you don't have an actual idea of how much you need to eat to get into a calorie surplus, or know what maintenance is, you're going to be chasing back and forth. Maybe you may be fluctuating in weight size, going down the scale, or maybe you may not be moving on that scale ideally, right? And for step 2, it's understanding how much calories you need to eat to not only maintain your current body weight, but to gain muscle in the process. Because in the process of tracking your foods, this step is learning, understanding how much your body needs so you don't lose weight. Because if you continue to lose weight, then you may lose muscle in the process. The short-term phase in bulking is you, the individual, consuming more calories than your body burns in a day, not a deficit, and get into a surplus so your body can then begin to gain more weight. And as you gain more weight, you go through your strength training, right? Your body goes through a recovery cycle of building and breaking the muscle tissues and fibers in the chest, the arms, or whatever body part you work out on. That's exactly what's going to encourage the process of growth in of itself. And that process only starts through in of itself by consuming more calories than your body burns in a day. Because not even after your workout, really, the body takes that food, converts it into energy, and stores it as muscle in the process. So it's disgustingly important that you consume what is enough, not the bare minimum to what your body needs in a day, but you get into a calorie surplus, right? And what is this calorie surplus? How do I find a surplus for my body type specifically? It's going to be completely different for every individual based on their age, height, and weight. Those are the 3 categories that differentiate between every other individual. And it's important to find a number that is best for you. And again, it's not going to be easy, because to actually trigger this kind of, at least a surplus, you have to eat more than what your body burns in a day. So you may have to get uncomfortable with eating several times throughout the course of your day to meet that calorie requirement, right? And again, for me starting out and how it can be said for you too starting out or on your current journey, it's not like you have to immediately change up your eating habits and to keep shoving food down your throat, cramming food down your throat towards beating that number, right? I wouldn't recommend it. It's not the best way to go about doing so, but you can literally start by adding maybe 100, 200, maybe 300 calories every week, every 2 weeks, until your body gets used to the idea of intaking huge portions of foods through a calorie surplus. If you're not in a surplus, you're most likely in maintenance. If you're not in maintenance, you're most likely in a deficit. It's not ideal, especially if you want to create some sort of change in body composition, in building muscle, and really just creating a stronger physique. Because at the end of the day, that's the only reason why you're here, right? To create a physique that demands respect. Maybe it's to create a physique that shows commitment, that shows effort into who you are, into what change you want to show into your physique. For me, it was all about growing my chest and my arms. Still working on my arms, but my chest is somewhat where it needs to be. And if you're looking to really grow your chest, expand your arms, and really just grow your physique altogether, that is the second thing you want to understand. If you're not in a surplus, then God knows where you are in your own fitness journey, because I sure want to know. If you're not in a calorie surplus, it could be in maintenance, or you could be nowhere in that zone, or you could just be eating whatever, and by not tracking things accordingly, you have no metric, you have no number to better gauge where you are now and where you are going to be along that journey. Track your foods, man. Don't be lazy, right? Third step is simply this. It's doing less cardio, man, and focusing more on strength training, because I think a lot of us, when we just start out, a lot of us are focused on getting that six-pack, right? Or focused on literally getting a low body fat percentage. And when we're just starting into something new, we don't currently have a basis or a basic level of understanding and how to go about the process. So sure, it would be ideal to burn fat at the same time, build muscle simultaneously, right? But it's a lot more easier to do one at a time, to burn the fat first, get to low body fat percentage. If you are currently skinny fat and you have maybe like a 20 to 30% body fat on you, right? It would make more sense to drop down to a low percentage first, then go on a lean bulk from there, instead of just, I'm going to lose weight and try to build muscle at the same time simultaneously. That typically doesn't even work out without, the right structure. Also known as a body recomposition, but if there's no structure in place to go about getting there, then you can be sure that you won't be getting there anytime soon, or anytime fast for that matter. And it's really understanding that, yeah, cardio is cool. Cardio is important. And if you're skinny fat and you have like I said, 20% body fat, maybe 30%. Sure, cardio may be somewhat effective, and we can mix it in with strength training. But the goal isn't to do cardio 5 days a week, 6 days a week, or spend an hour and a half on that treadmill to burn like maybe 300 calories maybe, and then go back home, shove food in your throat, and basically have those calories expended within the next hour of your day. That's not the ideal way to go about living the life towards a better and stronger physique. Sure, cardio is helpful and it does have its own benefit, but the goal here is to optimize strength training and prioritize that, mix that in with cardio. Then you have a plan. That's when you have a goal in mind, and that's when you can begin to see results, because what strength training does is it will continuously shock the muscle fibers in your body to not only break down, but to expand, to grow into stronger and new healthy muscle fibers. And going through intense training of continuously shocking the muscle fibers in your body, that alone is what will help you create that change in your physique. It's what will help carve out those lines in your shoulders, carve out those lines in your chest, pretty much give you that overall look and appeal of that physique you are looking for. Cardio doesn't give you that. Cardio will help you to lose weight, great. It'll help you to improve your cardiovascular endurance, perfect. It's exactly what cardio will do, and get you to a low body fat percentage, as that is what a great benefit of cardio does too. But your goal is to build lean muscle. Your goal is to get stronger. So your goal should be to optimize strength training, add that into your routine, maybe 3 to 4 days a week, and do just that, and you'll be able to optimize more visible change. Now, change is only categorized simply when you begin to put in effort towards what will breed the results long term. It's not putting an effort towards cardio. It's not putting an effort towards the things that won't give you the best results. But your goal is to be present and apply massive effort in towards intense strength training compared to doing less cardio. Cardio has its own place and time for the day for where you want to get to a low body fat percentage. At the end of the day, your goal is to build muscle, so your goal should be to focus on what is in alignment towards getting you there and positioning you towards not only success, but towards providing a better physique and establishing you in that area for where you want to be in your own life. That's all. If you got any questions or any comments or discussions and topics you want to hear more of, let me know in the comment section below. I can get back to you more on that matter. And again, as always, tap into the YouTube video that we will have posted up on this channel. We out.